Are you ready for the ultimate bikepacking weekend adventure? Join us for an unforgettable self-supported bikepacking trip through Southwest Virginia. The Grayson Gravel Pie Bikepacking Adventure travels along the Virginia Creeper Trail, the beautiful gravel roads of Grayson County, Virginia, and the New River Trail. All lodging and camping arrangements are included, along with daily routes and guides riding along with you. This self-supported adventure offers resupply opportunities every 20 miles for your food and water needs. Find out more at graveltraveldirt.com.
You're listening to Mid-Atlantic Gravel, Travel, and Dirt.
Hey everybody, I'm Brian.
I'm Joey.
This is episode 130 of Mid-Atlantic Gravel Traveler. Come on along, spend the next hour or so with us, Joey and I, talking about gravel bikes, adventure biking, bike packing, bike camping,
Bike complaining.
bikes in a new store, in a new place, the Patuxent Adventure Center's new home. We can talk a little bit about that now. We can talk about that now.
Yeah.
Or we'll just be playing bikes. Before we get too deep into that, though, Joey, I want to send a special thanks
To me?
to you. I always want to thank you. You know, Keith Klaus joined us on Patreon. I was very excited to see his name pop up the other day. So thank you, Keith, for coming to the family. Very much appreciate the support. And you can be like Keith. Anybody could be like Keith. All you have to do is go to our website and go over to Patreon and buy us a cup of coffee.
Did you hit start?
Oh, God.
No,
You
just
made
kidding.
me look.
Yeah, just try to throw off your
You
rhythm.
made me look.
Yeah. Cup of coffee? You don't drink coffee. You don't like coffee cans.
No, I don't. I don't
Folgers.
drink coffee. I don't want to tell that story again, though.
Yeah, no.
The other day, though, I did have an episode. I forget where I was, and I smelled coffee, and it literally almost set me off. I don't know what
Were
it
you
was.
triggered?
It was a trigger. Yeah, I was like Pavlov. I was like a dog.
Oh.
I legit thought I was gonna.
Oh, that was me. I did it on purpose.
No, it wasn't you. I can't remember where it was, but you would think I remember. It's probably when I was traveling, because I went back and forth to Florida. I did my down and back, which is why we weren't. We did not release an episode last week, so apologies everybody for that. That is
No
my
need to
fault.
apologize.
But it's still my fault. I took all of the sound equipment so that we could do a Zoom thing from my hotel room in Florida, and I got to the hotel and I opened up the back of the truck and I went, whoa, where's my computer bag? So I brought all of the audio equipment. I just failed to actually bring the computer bag that had the computer in it. That is sort of the pivotal piece of it all. And just, didn't happen last week. And I apologize for that to everybody because it's my fault. It's not Joey's fault.
Sorry, I listen to other podcasts because of that.
I tell you what, dude, I was driving to Florida trying to find podcasts to listen to. Do you know how hard it is to find good podcasts to
While
listen
you're driving?
to? Well,
That's
no,
usually
but I
what
mean,
happens is I'm driving. I'm like,
no, I don't do that, but I mean, because I will line up a few. Like I'll stop for lunch and I'll like find some things and I'll line up a few to like start playing, and it's like either the quality is so bad or it's just so commercially produced.
you better make sure our quality is amazing.
Well, I'm amazed actually that people stuck with us for as long as they
Because
did.
the beginning was
The beginning was a
dumpster fire.
train wreck. Oh my goodness! It was a chum log in a dumpster on a hot day.
it was like a set of guide brakes.
It was bad. It was super bad. So anyway, what do you got going
This is
on?
a pretty solid podcast.
Oh, well, yeah, the content was really solid. I think some of the content was some of the best stuff.
Oh,
And-
there's a few. Well, one of them's a fishing one, Captain's Collective. It's just like, I don't know how he started it from the get-go.
Yeah.
His quality's amazing.
Yeah.
His content's great.
Well, I think, if I was to start another podcast now,
Yeah.
then you could
Oh,
pull
yeah.
that trigger on that
Yeah.
because you've learned somewhere else on
Yeah.
how to do it. But I mean, it's either like they're so produced that, Spotify podcast network, right?
Yeah.
And there's two people and they sound like announcers and they're talking to you and they're not real. They're not authentic.
that type of.
So it was either poor quality or it was like canned content to just sell an ad.
There's a couple I noticed in my car where I have to adjust the volume depending on who's talking.
Yeah. It goes up and down. And you used to have to do that with ours.
You did.
Yeah, you did it in a big way.
I would do it all the time driving.
But I've learned, so now hopefully, now watch, I'll blow this. 130 will be the worst
130 would be the worst.
audio quality ever.
I did catch up on riding gravel radio with Father Dave on it.
Oh, yeah?
In another episode, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Working in College Park for a couple
Nice.
days last week. I kind of zoned out. I had that podcast on like I used to do all the time going to Parvella, and I turned up Route 2. I just was like, it was a Saturday morning. I was totally zoned.
Felt like you were like old times.
I was like, oh, I got to get back. I got to go to the Beltway. Anyway, what are you drinking?
I don't have anything. I have some tea that I've been working on.
You forgot your bubbly
all day, and I do have a bubbly. So I'm double fisting with some unsweetened iced tea and some lime bubbly. And what have you got over there?
Well, an accident. It's not that I accidentally bought this one or this. I got Bud Light Platinum Seltzer Citrus Hard. It's the 8%.
That's why it's 8%.
Yeah. Oh. So I grabbed it out of the case really quick because I got a really good Baltimore sour. That's in the fridge over there, which is amazing. I went to grab this, but I thought it was the White Claw. I thought Pete said there was like a blue can, like super White Claw, 8%. I don't know what it was, but this stuff's freaking great.
Yeah, is it good?
I got the citrus one. Mm-hmm. It tastes like the bubbly.
Yeah. They're dangerous. Dude.
I got I got the variety pack. I was just telling you, I got this after I did a long ride on Sunday, and I was pretty wasted.
I tried the Truly.
Yeah,
I got some of the Truly punch. I sent you some pictures of that.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. It was. I think you might be right. It maybe had a little too much of the sweet stuff in it, and it kind of gave me a headache. But maybe that was the alcohol. I was probably dehydrated. The alcohol dehydrates you.
You did it after, yeah.
So maybe that's what it was. Yeah. I don't know.
Wait.
So that's what we're drinking. So
how do I get you unpaved ready by the terms of alcoholic intoxication?
I think it's. Well, no.
You got to train to drink.
No. You see, that's how you save is you don't, and then when you get there, it doesn't take that much. But then if you're riding along with Wes, who is driving, and then he starts pounding, and it's like, who's going to drive?
Who's driving home? He thinks it's funny, but I hate that.
Sorry, Wes, that's a dick move. Is what it is.
Although that night, though, we talked about that night at that bar that we went with Dave and everyone. My bill was like $15.
I don't know how that happened.
I had a lot of beer. I had like 6 Moscow Mules.
Dave probably got stuck with like a $3,000 bar.
There's a reason. If they keep doing that, or Dave picked it up, I don't know. Then that bar is going to go out of business.
They were just not able to keep up with
not with the Wesley Chester Joe Sikorsky combo. Anyway,
okay, so I'm heading up to New York next week. So we'll have another off week. Apologies, but that is a planned outage. The Empire State Ride is next week, and I leave Friday, and I'm gone all week, but I'll be back the following week. So we will be, and that's going to be our first episode of the month when we'll be back on YouTube. Back on the YouTube.
Maybe I'll do a quick YouTube thing next week. I don't know.
If you feel like it.
If I feel like it.
If you
maybe
feel
I'll ride next Tuesday.
If it warrants. You could go up and do the turtle.
Oh, yeah. I thought I was going to do it last week, and then I just got caught up.
Yeah. So that's where I'm headed. I'm driving SAG, so I pick up a van. Actually, they're doing this really smart. In previous years, we'd spend an entire day traveling to New York and then spend the entire next day traveling all over the state picking up rental vehicles. And they're doing it a little different this year in that we're picking up the rental vehicles where we are coming from.
So you pick it up like here?
Yeah, I'm picking it up in Lexington Park. And then drive to New York.
Dodge Charger with a Hemi?
I don't know what I'm getting. It's like a surprise.
It's going to be like a van, right?
It's going to be a family van, like a minivan. But it's not.
I really hope it smells like throw up.
I will tell you what.
And like sawdust.
Last year smelled like urine. Last year's truck was horrible. So I'm used to driving like the big 15-passenger vans for these things. Yeah. But as I understand it in this trip, because we got a lot more SAG vehicles, they went with smaller minivans. Ooh. So I'm rolling the minivan. I'm going to put me some family stickers on the back, and, that's what we're rolling out.
Honk for Jesus?
I kind of am excited. It's a much bigger event this year than it's been in the past. I think there's over 250 riders. They're raising a bunch of money. It's a new company that's managing it that I'm working for. Seems like they have really got their stuff together. They've planned everything out really well. I've been on a few of the support calls, prepping for it, and I'm really excited about it. I'm excited to see how it comes off. It's 550 miles over 7 days, 250 riders. It's a big event, and I'm excited to head up there and support that because it's fighting cancer. So Roswell Cancer Research Center, which is in Buffalo. We ride from Staten Island all the way over to Buffalo, 550 miles. So it's a big trip. 7 days of ride, and I think it's 80 plus miles every day. And, with 250 riders, who knows what the training levels are going to be and what the SAG requirements are going to be. So it could have a very interesting week. I could come home all burnt out. But in the past, we had to bring our own camping gear.
Oh.
And so we'd work all day, set up our tent at 9 o'clock at night, and then have to be up and packed up at by 6 o'clock in the morning to start the next day. It was horrible. Horrible.
And how many years did you do that?
I did that 1 year.
Oh.
And then the next year, they provided us with camping through the vendor that was providing the camping for the event, which was kind of nice. This year, they're actually putting us in hotels. The staff are staying in
the
hotels.
doors on the outside or inside?
I don't know.
That's one of the biggest bugaboos.
I'm going to bet you.
It's been that way forever on bike rides. With doors on the outside?
Doors on the outside are murder hotels, right?
Yep. Don't go there.
Yeah, don't go there. I have no idea, but 2 nights I'm staying in camp. They want staff, some nights to have some staff in camp, and then the rest of the time I'm staying in a hotel. So this is luxury, plus they're paying better this year too. So I'm excited about it. I think it's going to come off pretty well. Hey, buddy, where's my frame? Any ideas? Any thoughts? You get me all excited about it.
I actually forgot to ask. I didn't finish everything I was supposed to Friday. I had a meeting with special.
I'm just busting your balls. It's okay.
Well,
it'll show up.
Goal, I think I should have it well before
it'll show up when it shows up. I know that. You can't control that. I know you got no control over that.
I can tell them not to ship it.
You wouldn't do that. Well, maybe you would.
No, I'm pretty confident you'll have it before September.
Okay.
So
I'd love to get
a
little
for
bit of
unpaid, yeah.
I really do. I'm excited about getting some fatter rubber underneath my
You don't want 28s?
skinny butter. No, I don't want 28s, and I don't want. I want to ramp them up. I want to ramp them up.
42s on there?
That's a minimum. That's a minimum. I'm not. We're not worried. At least I'm not worried about going fast at unpaved. I'm not trying to win anything.
Are you sure?
No. Why would I do that? I'm not Larry. No, I am not at all concerned or want to do anything with that. So I actually want to. I want to cush up my ride. I want to join the cush elite.
You go 650.
I'm
just kidding. That's why we got you a new frame, so you can run 700s.
Yeah. I'm gonna stick with the 700s, but I want to cush up the frame or cush up the tires a little bit and kind of, I hate the word supple, so I'm gonna use the word cush. I'm gonna cush it up.
Cush it up.
Cush it up.
Some of the Hindu kush.
How you like that? Actually, we could make that a thing.
Cush it up.
Cush it up. Hashtag cush it up.
And then the Supercaz
might have a problem with it
because they got the super kush, sticky kush, whatever.
So what?
Kush.
I am worried not about that. I want to make some more.
I'm not fighting Mike Sinyard's son, whatever his name is.
If Travis can make fake Patagonia shirts,
it's also my favorite shirt.
I almost wore mine tonight,
yeah.
But I want to save it for me. Our dryer is broke, so we're in the laundry hole, and I've got to travel, which means I'm probably going to be traveling with dirty clothes and doing laundry at the hotels.
Is your refrigerator running?
No.
No. You didn't go catch that either?
So I tried to copycat one of your rides. I don't want to mess with your rides tonight. You wanted to talk about you've been really doing a lot of bike stuff. Do you want to go through Strava Club?
Let's do Strava Club. I think it's going to be mindless Joey banter this whole episode.
Okay, because there's really not a whole lot planned. It's a mindless banter episode. Yeah, so jump into Strava Club. Jump on. Go for it.
Strava Club. Top 100 random riders shout-outs from yours truly. I actually had these two numbers in my head. Just happened to be one is someone. The other ones are just other people. We all love them equally. One just a little bit more. Brandon Haslip from East Coventry, PA, with 212.3.
Good job, Brandon.
And then Mr. Thunderbear from, how do you pronounce this town?
Emmaus.
Amadeo.
Amaeus.
Yeah. With 213.2.
Good job.
It caught my eyes when they were switched. I was like, And then Kelly Riley from Wilmington, Delaware, with 143.6. Good
job, Kelly.
Break into the top 100. It went up like 20 miles.
Yeah.
You need 141 miles because it was like 123.
I know that you said, if you didn't get into the
I was quitting podcasting because I did a big week.
How many miles did you have last week?
155.
Nice.
I was like number 59, and I ended up at 70. I was watching. I told Jess, I was like, there's people still riding, and they're not turning. Like they're not done.
Well, Strava's also like a butt with the leaderboards too, because it's it takes forever to sync.
I was 30 over 100.
Nice.
30
job.
under the. It's like 70. We went up to. Oh no! Did we change? I think we went up to 741 from 735.
Yeah, because it was 735 last week.
I was eating
2 weeks
waffles
ago.
for dinner, doing that.
Yeah, so there's sticky stuff all in the document here.
Not my keyboard
There's
though.
like
We are at strava.com/clubs/gravel travel dirt. If you don't know how to do that, I'm going to let you people who never use computers anymore. If you just hit the little four dot button thing on the bottom of Strava, that's where you get to your groups.
Okay.
On the app.
Okay.
Some people don't use your computer anymore.
A lot of people don't use a computer that much anymore. But there is stuff that, especially with Strava, that you can do on a computer that you can't do on your phone.
Yeah.
There's actually quite a bit
Flybys.
of stuff. There's that.
So you cut me off or something, I'll find you.
But you have to have flybys turned on now the way they've redone the privacy.
Oh, really?
So yeah. A lot of people flybys don't really do that much anymore because
I meant to figure it out. I feel like someone was chasing me on the ride the other day down at Prooms Island.
Yeah.
And I never saw them. But they were right there. They like.
Well,
it felt awkward, so I didn't slow down.
You might see them on Strava. See when Strava,
I don't have Strava Premium, so I can't see like even the day's breakdown of like climb out of Prooms Island. I'm not paying $6 every month for that.
Why not? It's a great product. We've talked about this before. You got to support.
I have
these
a lot of
people or
subscriptions.
Stuff goes away if you don't support it. So you need to support it. I don't think Strava's going anywhere, but they made their move to make people pay.
Well, support my local farmers market.
Yeah. Okay. So Joey's World. Hey, let's start with the shop. Tell me all of the things.
Update. So I think.
Time out for 1 second. I want to set the stage because I don't think you've talked at all about anything. There's been a lot of inside banter between us and other people, but officially on the podcast, I don't think you've even hinted about anything. So
I was afraid to.
Go for it. Give them the
so
rundown.
we bought 2 RVs. We're going to be a rolling stone. Completely gutted. One's service, one's retail. We're coming to a parking lot near you.
Hey, that's actually a really good idea.
Everyone wants to do the vans. Screw that. I want to get an RV, but RV would be hard in cities.
No, but you wouldn't go to the cities.
They
Your
would come
store
to you?
would only be available to the rich affluent in the suburbs.
Oh.
See, that's where you do it. And then as soon as somebody at the Weiss gets like wise to you, you just go out and you move over to the food line. And when the food line gets angry, you go to the
technically
giant.
like sleep in a Walmart parking lot? What's that rule?
Yes, you can. Yeah. You just have to let them, or you're supposed to technically let them know. But that's a great idea. I love this new business model, Joey. Tell me all about it.
Well, I tried to announce it on the Bezos rocket launch, and I don't think anyone heard. But it wasn't the broadcast. No, actually, probably for the last a few days after the fire, Jeff actually started talking to whoever landlord Pepper's Pet Pantry right up the street, which is just a big open retail space, 45. I don't know. It's about double the size.
Huge
of our old store.
It's huge.
Huge. So that's been in the works for a while, and I think last week I ended up getting the lease. The lady dropped the lease off here, and I took it up to call it. Anyway, we got the lease. It took Jeff is very thorough, and it pays off extremely well. And he was very
not
thorough.
Jeff Bezos.
No, not Bezos.
Jeff,
who
one
did
of the
come back from
owners.
Space. I was kind of worried about that. And no, Jeff, combed that thing.
Good.
Got it all sorted out, made sure everything was 100%, and then we got the keys last week, and instantly started painting and stuff. Like 2 weeks prior to that, I was getting a security system put in without the lease, and I've had like the unofficial keys. I've been in and out, measuring, getting getting stuff for paint, taping off, cleaning.
So for folks that don't know, it's formerly Pepper's.
Formerly,
is now
the bike shop formerly known as Pepper's Pet Pantry
is in the same shopping center as the Weiss in Solomon's, which is just probably about a half mile north. Half mile north,
same road,
on the exact same road, in a much larger space.
Sorry for you St. Mary's County people.
I think it's fantastic. I think it's a great location. Mm-hmm. We've already run a couple of group rides out of there.
Yep.
And
Jess has been doing the women's ride for like 3 weeks out of there.
Right. Right. Well, that's because Rita's. So you do have a lot of fast food very close at
I've eaten a lot of
hand.
Burger King.
Burger King, McDonald's, KFC.
It works. You tell people to go get a bite to eat while you fix your tube.
Hey, that's a great idea. Yeah. And they could go shop at the
Weiss.
The Weiss. You could come and do your grocery shopping while you're
liquor
getting
store
the
at the other side.
That's perfect. And I didn't realize we started one of our group rides out of the back. I did not realize there was that whole behind, and it's really clean for a back alley behind a strip mall. Yeah. It's perfect. I mean, fantastic. Yeah. So what are the plans?
That's where I trade all my Dogecoin.
Packed by the dumpster.
Yeah.
There's no room for RVs to be back there to catch fire. So it's perfect.
No, the building's newer. It's up to date. The inside's beautiful. It was just gaudy yellow. We've gotten the nice gray, blue accent, whatever the Benjamin Moore guy said would go. Painted it. Tyler's been doing most of the painting. I've been doing all the logistical legwork stuff of getting store up and running with. Just been doing the really hard stuff like deal with Comcast and permits.
Yeah.
I've been ordering tools, making sure we have certain things ready for this, that, fixtures, blah, blah, blah.
Have you got a potential soft launch date yet?
It could potentially, I'll probably know more in the next day or two. It could potentially be like the 31st of this, which is next Saturday.
Wow, yeah.
Might do something with the county commissioners to open. Kind of thing, but that's it.
You're going to do like a grand reopening? I think that would be fantastic.
In the fall we will.
Okay, yeah.
But right now it's going to be a soft opening. Okay, and we're going to have a lot of inventory. We're not going to be 100% full blown, but we'll get going. I got, had some great support. Like, I think I talked about it before. Matty B from Pedro's, Matthew Bracken, just sitting me out a huge box of big toolkits. A lot of accessory tools, tools for the customers, tools for the shop. So I'm getting a pretty nice box from him.
Yeah.
This week. I'm very excited because that means I can do service.
We were talking about the numbers, and boy, I don't want to throw the actual numbers out there, but
no, Pedro's came in and
they
helped us out extremely well.
Whew, man, huge shout out to Pedro's because basically, making you guys instant bike shop again.
Yeah.
So and doing it at a substantial benefit to you guys. It's fantastic. So huge kudos. Huge kudos.
All my personal stuff was mostly Pedro's, some like Abbey tools.
What kind of consumer stuff does Pedro's offer? Let's walk through some. I mean, obviously the tire levers.
The stuff that I'm bringing consumer wise. I got some basic tools like cone wrenches, Allen keys, cleaning stuff. They have a really nice. It's called the Chain Pig or something like that. Clip your chain in and clean it. Right. They make some really nice cleaners.
Which I need a new one of those. They get really gross really fast.
Yeah. But I've always loved the Pedro's degreasers and cleaners. We're getting some of those. But then, my whole bench kits.
Okay. So there. That's my point is, though, listeners support Pedro's because
I freaking love Pedro's.
That's huge what they did for what they have done for you guys. So just huge shout out. Look for those products. It's good quality stuff. So
the other thing I'm adding, which you don't see in a lot of shops, is Ridge Supply.
Okay.
Talked to Mr. Hawkins today. Called him this morning. He's like, "Hey, Joey," and I'm like, "Hey, Matt." And he's like, "Yeah, you're in my." It was weird because he was like, "Hey, Joey," or he's like, "Hey, what's up?" And I didn't realize Matt had me on his phone. I talked about it, and then I called him. He set me up with some stuff I'm going to order some this week, and I'm going to go heavy on Ridge Supply for socks.
Nice, nice.
Obviously, they've been on the internet forever. There's not many shops with them.
Yeah,
but why not just have it?
I didn't even know they did any retail like that. Go. That's fantastic.
So, Mr. Hawkins coming in clutch to help us out.
That's awesome.
I want to do certain stuff like that.
Are you just gonna have socks? You're gonna have some little Ridge Supply tchotchke stuff too.
So we were talking about other than custom or like jerseys and stuff. We could potentially get some tchotchkes. Definitely the socks.
Yeah.
I might stock some GTD jerseys, which I think would be cool.
Yeah.
Which is cutaway, which is what Matt uses.
Okay.
I've also been really into kits lately. Like I really want the new Hush Money kit. Mr. Baron von Fritzenhans.
I haven't seen it.
He had one. They released one a while, and the other day I was looking at ordering a new one.
Yeah.
or ordering one, and they had a jersey, but they have this really nice Elal. I forgot the Elal, however you pronounce it.
Got me. I don't even know what you're talking about.
A lot of people have been raving about that company. Yeah. It's a little pricey. But they have this beautiful, it's like OD green bibs with a black Hush Money jersey, and they're both Hush Money.
I'm finding that a lot of things like that, the quality you pay for
I don't mind
the quality you get,
Yeah, I'm all about, that popped. I was like, I'm looking for kits. Anyway, I got Matt from
Maybe
Rich
we
Supply.
should do a GTD kit.
Oh, yeah, we should.
Maybe we should.
Actually, maybe the store is already open.
Maybe we should, well, we're not doing a kit. We just did the jersey and we got the tech tee.
I also like just having it go with the black bibs.
I need to put that on the website so that people can come to the website.
I asked Philip to extend it. I forgot the date. I've been busy.
Do you want me to Well, I'm getting ready to be gone. I don't know. I don't remember where you sent it.
I'll just put it 4 times a day on our Facebook.
Put it somewhere where I'll see it. Facebook, 'cause I'm an old guy, so put it on the book face, and then I'll pull it off of there and get it on the website. Then we can just tell people to go to the website because
excellent.
That works for me. Okay, what else you got on your list here, Joey?
I think that's kind of the shop stuff. This is kind of a endless banter episode, but
you get some Nittany stuff to put in there.
Yeah, I actually already have a bunch.
Okay.
Because I ordered it before the fire, and then Evan helped me out big time. I got it resent to my house. Kept the order for us. Bunch of it's up at College Park. I got some down here. We're starting to go through it already. So I think, just like before, I'm dedicating all my bike bag stuff to Nittany at the store. That's how we did it.
Are you going to set up? Well, I don't want to get too deep because I'm not sure you don't even know yet. I know in the old shop you had like that little gravel adventure corner that had like some maps and stuff. You going to do something similar to that? Yeah.
Maybe not right off the exact bat.
Sure. You can't get everything set up at one time, but
yeah,
But
the plan is to do like an adventure bike packing thing, make bike packing great again.
Cool.
And there's gonna be a lot of cool stuff. I just picked up a bunch of pictures today. Gotta have, I don't know.
How's life on the Kona?
Life on the Konas? On the Kona?
On the Kona.
Kona. So I've been riding my bike.
Not the Rona.
Not the Rona.
The Rona's gone.
See, I almost did a Rona post yesterday.
The Rona's gone. There is no more unless you're unless you're in Los Angeles.
No, everyone needs to have their fun now because we're gonna get locked down again with the Delta.
God, I hope. No, it's only gonna be those places where people won't get their vaccine. Maybe. Get your vaccine. It's fully preventable. I'm sorry, soapbox. I'm going to get down off.
Well, now we just lost 6 listeners. Anyway,
well, they were going to get Rona and kick it anyway.
The Kona has been great. I've ridden it a few times since we talked last.
Yeah.
I rode it up to Calvert Cliffs yesterday. Rode Calvert Cliffs and rode back.
Saw the pictures.
Yeah,
nice.
So the only thing I've been putting off, and it actually came back in stock because I've been wanting new handlebars. I've talked about the handlebars, but I think especially because I just been doing all the miles on the Athos on regular 42s. I ordered some 42 whiskeys, like the whiskey, the 24 whatever flare.
Speaking of that, that just tickled my brain. And I was messing with you about the new frame earlier, and I know it will show up. But is there anything? I need to start cataloging the things because you know how hard it is to get stuff.
Yeah, if you need one like chain cassette,
there's going to be stuff that I'm going to need. So I need to get a list together and start getting that stuff in play. So help me with that. Okay. Aside over. Sorry about that. I just interfered with your flow. I apologize.
Put that in the show notes.
Yeah.
No, I actually got the bars today. I got some 42 whiskeys.
Nice.
Which are the same exact bars I had in the Sequoia. Otherwise, the Kona just feels great. I think with the saddle, it's dialed in. Just those bars that felt really wide yesterday.
Yeah.
And it's super stable.
Yeah.
Like on the sandy gravel we have right up the street.
Yeah. I mean, how much is there in
It's 50-50. It's 50% sand, 50% gravel.
Yeah.
And
like
some of the
sand.
gravel they lay down is like fresh and like super like you gotta like it'll wash your wheel out if you're not careful.
See, I don't like that.
So it's actually pretty sketch, but it's good on paved training.
Yeah.
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 Some the short punchy climbs.
Yeah.
Coming out of the beach is a long.
I want to start exploring. I bet you that we could find some more gravel around here if we really started to dig in. You know,
probably.
like
St. Mary's, sure, we could get a lot of it.
No, like just off of Soller's Wharf. when you go down the end of Soller's Wharf.
Oh, yeah.
And that stuff on the left. But you know, Sawpit Cove up on the right is also gravel. And that
I'll go with you because you could like talk yourself out of any situation.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Me,
well,
like, what are you doing here? I'm like, bubble gum. Like, I don't know. Candy bars.
you ain't got no trespassing sign. Yes, I do.
Oh yeah, we've done that before. I forgot. Yeah, it's right there, jackass.
We've done that many times now. I think.
Yeah, I forgot we've trespassed.
Well, inadvertently, I don't think anybody. Don't give people the wrong impression. We didn't go. Oh, look, there's some place to go trespass, but because it looks nice, we're going to go. That gate was legitimately open, and the no trespassing sign was
the gate wasn't open.
The one gate wasn't open.
Oh, there was a closed gate.
There was a closed gate, but that was a park gate.
Oh, true, yeah.
That was a gate that was inside the park.
We should go ride there again soon, and then ride to the rail trail
and do Dahlgren.
Yeah,
I'd like that. That would be good unpaved training.
Yeah,
except it's flat.
Flat as
Actually,
I was just talking to Jess this morning. She's been talking about doing. She wants to do a long ride again this weekend. I was like, we need to actually get up to Michoud over the next few weekends.
For your trip.
Well, it would be nice to do a trip, but just you can get there's some long climbs there.
Yeah,
like 3,000 feet. Like a 40-mile loop.
I saw that
bigger loops. I'm actually getting comfortable with bigger loops.
I wanted to talk a little bit about Grusk, but neither one of us went and did it.
We can have Travis on next week.
Yeah, we ought to have
not
Travis.
Next week.
Not next week because I'm not around next week. But I'd very much like to get Travis and talk about Grusk now that he's come down.
I'll open up my Maker's Mark for him.
Yeah.
Where were we?
I'm sorry. I really got you.
You got us all over. I got a lot to talk about though.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You want to hear my long-term review of SRAM? I
read
that.
I want to hear your long-term review of SRAM Axis.
I did charge the batteries, just out of pure. I guess not self-doubt. What do you call that? They 260 miles, and they were still saying they were like pretty fully charged. Which is good. I assumed around 400 miles of battery.
I do not even remember the last time I charged my Diverge.
Yeah, the Axis batteries are a little bit shorter of a lifespan. No, I charged them, and that's about it.
I don't even think about it anymore.
Exactly. Until I have like a good personal idea. Obviously, I know the customers, and I tell them a certain amount. But no, it's been pretty solid. It's just as crisp, just like I like it. Since the day I got it.
I'm sorry, Joey. I had to plug my computer in. Everybody, we're a little off.
New computer, huh?
Yep, new computer.
Long-term review on that one.
Long-term review. Kicks butt with doing video. Get yourself. Anybody wants to do video? Get yourself a gamer's laptop. That's the way to do it. I'm telling you. Well, I mean, I know you're an Apple guy, but I'm gonna be honest with you.
But you've had like 7 computers since we started the podcast.
This thing, I cut some video yesterday and today. And it used to take me 45 minutes to an hour to encode like a 5 or 6 minute video. The amount of time I went up to go take a poop, it came back. It was done.
Jeez, I can't. One of those.
No, I just kidding. No, it really is. It's fast. It really does. Anyway, doesn't matter. Neither here nor there. SRAM Axis long-term review. So you're loving it. You're liking it.
I did top off the battery. I freaking love it.
Yeah.
Like the brakes, I think, finally bedded in. That took a while.
Okay.
The rotors and pads, they felt a little sketch at first.
No.
Just as far as stopping power compared to my Shimano stuff.
That's not about the group. That's about the mechanic. Yeah, it's about the.
But the freaking group's flawless. I love the shifter actually fits my hands.
Nice.
The Shimano stuff, the Di2 Shimano stuff is pretty small.
Yeah.
It's super comfortable in my hand. The derailleur is always perfect. I like the way they do their shifting.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I do have some. It's so clean.
Electric.
Yeah. The setup on that Athos is just so clean. It is just. I don't know what it is. It's a combination of the no cables, no wires, no nothing.
Well, it's got cables. Well, it's got hydraulic brakes.
Yeah, combined with you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Back on that rear.
I freaking love it.
Combined with, I think it's a combination of that and the lack of badging on the frame.
I love the lack of badging.
I think those.
I like when people try to figure out what I'm riding. Not that I want them to. Just like I don't need Trek written all over my frame.
It's those two things put together, the combination of
simplistic.
Yeah, it's so freaking clean. It just looks like it's.
I freaking love that bike. I don't
so simple.
think twice about anything. If I want to go fast, it goes fast.
Mm-hmm.
If I want to be comfortable and do 65 miles, it's there.
Yeah.
I've had some long rides. Like last Monday night after dinner, I decided to go out and I did like 40 in the dark, which was pretty peaceful.
Mm-hmm.
There was, I think I was telling you on the phone, there was one time when there was a rabbit running next to me, pitch black, and you just hear its claws on the asphalt. You're like, oh my God, it's like a fox going to bite my leg. It's a freaking rabbit.
Probably a little bunny.
Yeah.
It's really like,
it was a really little like Peter Cottontail
like
kind of
10-ounce
thing. Scared
bunny.
the crap out of me because I'm down. The back part of Drum Point is pitch black.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Down by the water.
Which is like it's peaceful. I love it.
Yeah.
I like riding at night. I used to ride at night a lot. But that was an easy 40. You do have to slow your pace down at night, and I do ride with 2 lights.
You did a big metric on Sunday.
I did metric on Sunday, yeah.
Yeah.
And the 40 was comfortable. Yeah, Sunday. I actually mentally I planned it. I even put on my Instagram to see if anyone wanted to ride with me. And I asked like at 8:00 at night. You were doing stuff with your wife.
Yeah.
No, I actually didn't want to go at all. I slept really good, but mentally I was tired.
Oh, you mean when you got up, you didn't feel like you wanted to do it?
I got ready, and it was like 7:00. And
those are the best rides, though, dude.
That's what I just told Jess.
Yes.
I didn't even have music. I didn't have my I didn't even want to go past Ruddy Dock, and I was like, oh, screw it. And I kept going north, and I just kept going north, and then it just clicked.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when I texted you. I was like on mile 4. I was like, do I go for 100 or do 63? And then I was contemplating, and then a little bit to the end, you could see like my average taper off a little bit because I was actually cooking the whole way up.
Yeah.
But still finished strong. I just ran out of food and water. I couldn't get to the mom and pop store in Brooms Island, and I went down to the bottom of Brooms Island and turned around.
Okay.
So I didn't have water from Brooms Island home.
Oh. Yeah, that's a long way.
I was going to stop at your house.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll just keep going. Because I actually thought about asking Jess if she wanted to do the average Joe after that loop, and then I would do my 100, and then I just went home. It was like 64.
64.55.
Yeah, and you were...
so I rode that afternoon, and I so badly wanted to get like the exact same mileage. I told you that. I was like, Sunday afternoon, I was at like 65.4.
You're just under.
I'm up at like the top of Sawmill, Planner's Wharf. I'm doing little loops, looking at my Garmin. I was like, okay, Joey was at 64.55. I can get it. I can do it. And I waited until, it got right to that point where I thought it hit the 0.5, and I know my mileage from I know the exact mileage from the top of Planner's Wharf all the way down to the house up in the driveway. Well, no, it's just I think my Garmin gave me it tells you numbers because of the way it rounds things. So I was a little off. I think I was less than a tenth of a mile off.
Yeah, your average was 0.8 faster.
Yeah. But that's route. I don't know. I don't think I did as much elevation as you.
I forgot how much Dares Beach just slowly.
Yeah.
Just gradual.
Yeah.
But I also didn't do a lot of elevation. Like I thought about going up to not doing Dares Beach and then doing the whole original route I want to do on the 4th, where it's like behind Wawa, whatever it is,
Stokely and
all that. Which I might do maybe this Sunday or next.
I really like the roads back there. I did those not too long ago. I love those roads. I did them not too long ago.
And I'll tell you what. I didn't have there was no cars out Sunday morning. It was perfect. And the temperature was no humidity. I got a nice small coffee at Dunkin' Donuts.
I even rode in the afternoon on Sunday.
It was nice. Yeah.
Yeah, it was perfect.
It was beautiful.
Felt great.
That was great, yeah, because just 2 weeks before that we did another metric.
I believe I have discovered the perfect road food for me.
Pickles?
Pickles?
Yeah, I had pickles too.
And one of those Mountain Dew rise things.
You should have one of the 8% seltzers.
180 milligrams of caffeine, 2 cups of coffee worth of caffeine in juice, basically, with like very little sugar, and pickles for sodium. I'm going to tell you what, it gets me a long ways.
So I decided to do Asbury, and I came around under the boat ramp. I'm like, I'm going to 7-Eleven. I live like 2 miles away, but I chugged Gatorade, and then I put a vanilla Coke in my jersey pocket and rode home and just drank all that.
I do that all the times. I after a long ride, you're getting close to home, but you still stop and get something just a few miles before you're done. Yeah.
But it was nice. Like, I want to be comfortable, and just whenever I want to go out and do a 60, 70-mile ride, like I don't have any issues, so I can, go and do fun stuff.
Well, I'm super excited you're actually able to share what's going on with the shop now.
Yeah.
Because for the longest time, it felt like it was.
Because I won't be able to start riding again soon.
No. You got to not do that.
I promised Jess I would keep riding.
Yeah,
I got to get ready for Unpaved.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's my big goal. I'm not trying to impress my wife. I'm trying to impress Father Dave.
Do we have any travel plans for that yet?
No, I actually need to get somewhere to stay.
Yeah.
I put a roof basket on my Subaru.
I saw that. I saw it in the new shop
trips.
when I was in there the other day, and now you've got it on the.
Quad actually has bike rack fork mounts built into that.
That's nice.
So I need the adapter for 20.
It looks good too. I noticed it when I drove when I walked in. I saw it.
But I think that's about it. Oh, me and Jess rode the Anacostia River Trail on her birthday last Sunday.
I saw that. Yeah,
just like a normal birthday outing with her. She crashed, got a bloody knee. We were down at the Navy Yard at the turnaround point, and she didn't realize there's a pretty big crack in the concrete, and it sucked her wheel up. And she went down and was like, "Oh my god!" And then I was like, "Jessica," and she thought I was yelling at her, but it was more like a, "Oh my god!" Like,
are you okay?
Yeah, but she thought I was yelling at her. We were arguing, and I'm not yelling at you. Just blood all over.
I am not bickering with you as you're bleeding. There's no bicker and bleed. So bicker and bleed.
It was that ride was a little annoying. We kept getting lost. I was using my watch. The downside of the navigation with a watch on a busy bike path.
Yeah,
it's not the same as Loudoun County.
Oh yeah.
I ordered both of us new head units from Garmin.
Good.
She's getting a 1030. I got an 830.
Yeah, so she'll be able to navigate her routes.
Just we kept missing turns. It was her birthday. It's just frustrating.
It can be daunting when you're trying to pay attention to traffic, especially in places that you've never been before, or you're not really familiar with, or just quite frankly, you just can't quite get the grasp of.
And I had no idea.
Yeah.
All she wanted for her birthday was 33 miles, and we did 29.9 or something. Man, luckily we had a nice dinner and a good evening. But I feel so bad. She still had some pretty bad road rash. It went pretty deep into her thumb and her wrist.
Yeah, she sent me the pictures of it.
Yeah, I still feel horrible.
I went on your Strava to try to figure out where it was, because sometimes when people wreck, you can kind of see where they wrecked.
Oh, it was right where we turned around. I was like, we're not going any further on this concrete. I mean, my biggest fear with riding with her is I don't want anything that happen to her. I don't want her to get hurt at all.
Sure.
Scares the crap out of me.
Absolutely not.
I love that she's leading the women's ride, but I think about
no, that's awesome.
Something happening to her.
Super awesome.
But she's getting a nice 1030 plus for navigation.
Smart.
So because she still gets lost in Drum Point.
I wasn't going to say that.
I was like, I don't know how she does, but she said all she wants is a Garmin. Or why?
All I want for Christmas is a Garmin.
Yeah. I think I've done a crap ton of rides since last episode, but I think it's our back-to-back metrics. Maybe we should do one together soon.
Let's do it together one day.
We need to do our.
Let's do a century together. Yeah, let's do this. Let's plan that.
Maybe
after
not this weekend.
Well, I'm going to be in New York. So
when you come back, let's just do it.
When I get back, I'll actually need the miles, because that's the worst part about these trips. Is
you won't make Strava top 700.
No, I won't. I won't even make whatever, because you get a whole week off, and a whole week hurts. Yeah. Hey, you want to do this or that? Let's do this or that. First item on this week's This or That. Okay, all you listeners that don't like This or That, you can tune out now.
Yeah, just shut it off. This is the best part of our rambling episode.
First item on this week's This or That, Joey. Would you rather be known as the local fast guy or gal on short rides,
like 30 miles,
or the diesel truck who can ride forever? Yeah. Where are you at?
I was thinking about this on the ride.
Okay.
On my lonely metric. I actually don't know. I think I want to. I've always talked about aspirations being that diesel truck guy.
Right.
I have long distance on my mind all the time.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I got the Athos. But it would be fun, on the on the regular 30-mile group ride, just blasting it,
blow people's doors off, rip people's legs off.
Yeah, just make them feel bad about themselves. Sir, I rode Strava all winter. Nope, sorry, I just eat potato chips. But I do think it'd be fun to be just you could just go all day. like Mike McMahon.
Yeah.
Just pick a speed, go.
Well,
like,
where
it might be 16 miles an hour, but it might be if I want to go ride a double metric or 200 miles.
You know where I'm at. I've given up on being fast. I don't.
But you are fast. Inadvertently, you're fast.
I think in some ways you have to have a little bit of steam to be able to go the distance. Because no, you think about it for a minute. To ride further, you need to be able to ride at least a little bit faster. Yeah. But it's different than what you're talking about. You're talking about the doesn't even get wet through raindrops kind of speed versus the, what I'm talking about, which, to be able to go the distance. The distance. Yeah. So I am and would rather be the diesel truck.
Did you see the sign?
What sign?
Moonlight Grab?
No. What? I'm confused. Second item on this week's Dish of That, kettle corn or movie theater butter for
what
popcorn.
Would you pick?
I'm going with, it's easy. I'm going to say movie theater butter. But then once you have good kettle corn.
The only reason I thought of that because that kettle corn we got at Unpaved Calvert kettle corn.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So if it's now let's back up a little bit. If it's kettle corn that's being freshly popped, like at a festival,
the Woolly Worm Festival,
yeah, no doubt. And I guess that is kind of where you really do find kettle corn. Mostly, you don't just go buy kettle corn.
Yeah, but do you ever get suckered in to the aisle at Ace on checkout
with Sneeds, where they have the kettle corn?
That stuff is great.
Yeah.
And it's usually not
that's
out of the kettle,
fresh,
but it's usually fresh.
It's fresh.
And the butter one.
I've been known to pick up a bag there. Now I still have one of the Calvert kettle corn $4 buckets, and they get bitter every time we go anywhere.
With it?
Yes, they're like $4 bucket because now it's like the buckets, they're refillable buckets. There's for everybody there's a place that's local that does kettle corn and does football games
really
and
good.
Farmers markets and they're everywhere. And we ages and ages ago, back when my oldest daughter was just entering high school and they were at a football game, they would sell the buckets that were refillable. We got one of their buckets right on the sign. It says $4. And now I think they're up to like $7 or $8 to refill the buckets. But because they put the $4 number on the side of the first buckets, they still have to fill it for $4. And she gets bitter when you show up with a $4 bucket.
No, that is a long-time customer.
Well, yeah.
If someone came in,
and I hate it now. I actually hate it when I have to when I go up there.
I'd be like, hey, remember I had the $4 bucket and I've been supporting you forever.
Yeah, but you get angry at me.
Throw them a couple extra bucks just to here and there. That's what I would do.
No. What is your choice? Where would you go? Movie theater butter or kettle corn?
I freaking love movie theater butter.
Yeah, I do too.
Popcorn, but lately I've been on a kettle corn kick.
We actually went to see a movie. We'll talk about that later.
There was a movie. I only did it probably 3 or 4 times in Easton. I think it was Tuesdays. Fill your own bucket at the Easton Premiere, like the movie theater
with a trash can.
Oh, you could go with a bag. I used to take a big bucket. I eat most of it, and the other stuff I would throw to the birds, the ducks.
Oh, now you're making me want popcorn.
I know I'm gonna have it after this, even though Jess told me I shouldn't. It was great. In the movie theater, there was like 12 seats in there.
Okay. Third item. Would you rather be a wizard? You're a wizard, Harry. Or a superhero? Wizard or a superhero?
Superhero. I think I want to be a wizard.
You'd want to be a wizard?
Yeah, why not?
Wizards creep me out.
No.
They're very...
He's thinking freaking Dumbledore. He's a boss.
I think I'd much rather be a superhero.
No.
We're going to disagree on this one.
A wizard, I feel like I could blend in way more.
But superheroes, they basically just put on a pair of glasses and nobody knows who they are. So
I don't know.
They catch me by my teeth. Hey, wait a minute. Wait just a doggone minute.
Strangler.
So you're a wizard, huh?
I'd probably go wizard.
Okay, I get it. I would think I'd much rather be a superhero. Although a wizard, I think you have... Okay, let me back up a little bit, though, because with a wizard... You have a lot more flexibility because you could just learn new spells and have new powers. A superhero, you're kind of stuck in a rut. It's like you're either the guy that climbs up the side of buildings and shoots webs, or you're the dude that can fly and take bullets, or you're basically the Batman.
Well, that guy's a god.
Yeah.
He doesn't fall in any of those categories.
Yeah, he is both a wizard.
Batman's a god.
He is a wizard and a superhero. Whole nother class. Okay, so I'm
Dark
actually.
Knight is also the best trilogy.
I think you could get really good at being a superhero. And a superhero implies that you have some public persona.
Always go south though with well, it does with wizards too. But look at every movie; it's something is
okay.
Batman rules them all though.
I think I'm definitely going to stick with superhero, and you can stick with wizard. And
also, there's way too many of these Marvel comic BS.
Oh my God.
I don't know who's who anymore.
everything. I can't even follow the Marvel universe. Don't get me
hate it.
started.
I've watched two.
I
Two Thors.
all over the place. And then what is it? The other place that just keeps remaking Spider-Man over and over and over and over again.
Anyway.
Okay. Drop bars, extremely small, 36 centimeters, or extremely big, 52 centimeters. And for those of you that may not know,
The average
the average typical size is about 42
for
centimeters.
the average male.
So would you rather have it really big or really small?
I don't know. We were going bar size.
Bar size doesn't matter.
Oh, it does.
Did you know this was going to go in this direction?
Nope.
Okay.
Didn't think about that. We've been talking bars multiple places, especially Barwitz, especially because there's these new super road gravel bars. They're freaking huge,
They're massive.
and that's the weirdest thing on the Kona. It's like
This is a really tough one you've come up with.
Yeah.
Because a part of you could say, man, that's small, narrow stuff, no control. Oh, horrible.
But I feel like the super small might be more comfortable for the longer haul. The wide, your neck's out, you're doing like this.
Oh.
Actually,
I don't know.
We'll do a test one day.
I don't have an answer for this. Do they even make bars that are that small?
Yeah, I've put 36s on before.
Really?
I forgot who makes them.
I don't think I'd like that. On a gravel bike?
Hey, man, it's this or that.
I would definitely go, I think,
This
with the
isn't
bigger
IKEA.
bar. I would go with the
You go
bigger
bigger?
bar.
I'd go smaller.
I think I would go with the bigger bar. I don't know. I just think it would. I don't know why. Something tells me that would be more my style. That's more of the diesel truck style.
Diesel truck style.
To go big or go home. How's that? I like that.
True. Although I'm worried, I've done 40 on the super duper wide Kona bars, and I don't think I could do any more with that.
Yeah.
Definitely couldn't do 90 at unpaved with it. That would just hurt my neck.
Joe, you got anything else before we shut it down?
I feel like I could keep talking, but real quick, I had my 2022 specialized product meeting. It was on my list.
Oh, I skipped
There's
that. I'm sorry.
some cool stuff coming out.
Yeah? You want to save it for next week?
Probably, I might be able to talk about some of it in the 2 weeks. No, I just want to talk. Like, there's some cool stuff. There will be stuff available for the fall.
You're just got the inside know. You can't really share what some of it is. Okay.
It's not like it's superficial, just dealer thing. When they have it to show, I do know that I believe the new Durace and Ultegra is coming on 2022 bikes.
Okay.
Which, they've had secret shots of that at the tour.
Okay.
SRAM Axis is still
We
better.
didn't even talk about the tour. We didn't even talk about Lachlan Morton riding in Birkenstocks, and
Maybe we should just have him on one episode.
Wouldn't that be awesome? Wouldn't that be just so cool?
I have not even tried Dustin Klein first. I love Lachlan. It'd be great. I'd rather, let's try Dustin first.
I'd rather have Lachlan.
We still haven't had
Morton.
Ted King on.
We don't get anybody.
Yeah.
It's just me and you.
We also
sitting
don't really put a lot of effort out.
It's me and you in a kitchen.
Yeah. It don't matter. People still listen. And if they're still listening to this point, I love you.
Exactly.
I'll buy you a beer at unpaid, but we'll put it on Dave's tab.
All right. Thanks, everybody, for listening to this episode of Mid-Atlantic Gravel, Travel, and Dirt. I'll said it before. I'll say it again. It's a listener-supported podcast by some incredible people on Patreon or PayPal. And our show can be found wherever you find your favorite podcast. Joey, how can folks get in touch with us?
Well, if can we like your supercomputer? Can you find like the best clips of Wes to put in this?
Probably.
Maybe after you get back from unpaved. I think it'd be great if we did one of those like word by word or like line by line from Wes.
Just like the crazy people that do like cut magazine letters out in the letters.
Wes, anyway.
Do Wes just reading this like one weird word at a time?
Yeah. Or if it's like just one really good version of Wes doing this. But we are on the interwebs at graveltraveldirt.com. Instagram is at MidAtlanticGTD. If you want to use our phone number, which I guess still works, is 410.
We did get a voicemail this week from a Michigan thing.
It's from Michigan.
But no, we're have to do all of our voicemails are going to have to be put together, rolled together into YouTube episodes.
No, that's fine
because we don't hook anything up.
The more the merrier.
Yeah.
Also, if you head to our graveltraveldirt.com, I think this might be the last week of our jerseys.
I'll put it on
the
there.
jerseys. It's not just a jersey. It is a Tech T jersey, which is reasonably priced for all you that want. Super clingy cycling jersey. Get your mountain bike jersey and ride gravel with it.
There you go.
Or just wear it around to your local barbecue. Or a baby shower. Or a wedding.
Or funeral. Anywhere. You could wear it anywhere.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
We should have a prize thing, like, when Andy had the point system for the office, and he got the tattoo on his butt.
Yeah.
So you goes to the furthest extreme with a GTD shirt jersey thing.
We could actually
I'll get a tattoo on my butt.
Okay, you heard it here. Joey's going to get a tattoo on his butt.
It's got to be you got to be meeting like the
Obama.
No, like
in your GTD jersey,
like who was always the Peruvian princes or whatever. Has got all the money.
I don't know.
You got to be meeting someone like that.
Okay.
I'll get a tattoo on my butt for you.
All right. Mid-Atlantic Gravel Travel and Dirt is recorded this week from right here in Joey's kitchen. Always good to be here. Thanks for riding along, everybody. Until next time, do good, be nice, go slow, respect others.
Love you, bye.
Love you, bye.
Watch out for that butt tattoo.
See, I didn't say stay healthy because Rona's done.
Delta variant.